there should be legal action and punishments against, for example, countries that don't respect decisions made at COP and in some sense make decisions at COP. International laws. There's the blue helmets. Do you think there should be an equivalent of green helmets to really make sure these decisions are taken?
It's an interesting concept, and international law very often is referred to there's soft law and hard law, and indeed this convention is not going to be legally binding. If one country wants to sign it and then decides to completely disregard it, they can. And we do not have an international legal system where one country or some international entity can go in and, in essence, violate the sovereignty of another country to say, you now need to start saving your forest. You now need to, stop extinctions that are happening on your land mass. That's just not the way our system works, Probably a number of people who wish it did work that way, but we have to deal with the reality that we've got. And that's why there's a lot of discussion at the COP here about finance mechanisms, for example. When you talk about, the global economic system and how we can maybe put regulations in place through this COP that give proper financial incentives, then you don't need those green helmets because companies are seeing, well, now I actually can get some revenue by doing the good thing. Instead of cutting down trees to sell them, that there's some economic return that comes by preserving them. And that's very, very hard for biodiversity as compared to climate, because with climate you're talking about carbon, and it's a very fungible, easily exchanged asset, let's say. But biodiversity is very complex, so that's why there is a lot of difficulty at this COP understanding and agreeing to how these market financial mechanisms might work.
I know that in Panama